Good morning, Geekdom. It is time for the fastest live stream west of the Mississippi. I'm artisanmc, doing about 75 miles an hour. It's California highways and byways. Getting over my hump day and new book day. Hello, how are you? Thanks for showing up. So, heard some interesting information. And I told you guys I was going to have to hear it from the horse's mouth before I would believe it. What's up, Pragmatic? What's up, D. Remedy? Hey, Toya. So, I heard this morning because I woke up unreasonably early. Couldn't sleep. And I kind of heard this morning an interview with John Favreau. And heard about him addressing the whole Lizzo and Jack Black. Now, I told you guys, I was going to have to hear it from him to say that this was his call. But this seemed like it had a feminine touch on it, right? I was not going to believe it until I heard it, that from the horse's mouth, that this was something that he and Dave Filoni had planned. Wasn't going to believe it. Refused to. But, be that as it may, what a difference the day makes. The interview comes out today. He was asked about it. He answered the question. What up, Elon Bull? And it turns out he and Dave did want the cameo of Lizzo and Jack Black. What the fuck, John? It turns out he did. It turns out they did. They did want the celebrity cameo in the show. Now, before we run off the deep end and jump out the window, like, see, I told you they fucking it up. There is some things that need to be said about that. What is it? Something to be said in my editorial, right? One part is that, yes, he confirmed out of his mouth that he and Dave wanted some celebrity cameos, to try to work some celebrity cameos into the show. But how they wanted to do the celebrity cameos is not the way that it was done for those two characters in the show. That was not the way they were supposed to be done. Now, from what I'm hearing and understand is that John and Dave wanted Lizzo and Jack Black to have a cameo as pirates, right? Which is why Jack Black's name is Captain Bombardier, because he was supposed to be a pirate, right? But how they wanted the cameos to work was the same way the cameo with the Corins worked. That they were covered in makeup. So they weren't recognizable off the bat. That you would only get like a glimpse and think like, damn, that looks like, that might be so-and-so. And you would never know until you read the damn credits like, oh shit, that was Lizzo and Jack Black. Oh my God. That is the way they wanted to do the cameos. The same way they did the cameos with Simon Pegg and the chick that was playing the Quarren captain, where you don't know who the hell that is necessarily. It's like, damn, that's kind of looks familiar. But then you read the credits and it's like, oh, that's that chick. Oh, okay, I like her. That's the way it was supposed to be. Now, the reason, if stop me if you heard this before. The reason that the Lizzo and Jack Black cameos were not done that way was, say it with me, KK didn't want it that way. She wanted them in the episode full face so you know who the fuck they are. Now, that, my friends, is the feminine touch. That's the feminine touch. Now, while I'm totally surprised and somewhat disappointed that John and Dave wanted Lizzo in this shit, like, I don't know where that comes from. Like, bruh, we gotta talk. Like Axel Foley in Beverly Hills Cop. Like, who the hell are you, Dirty Rosewood? Man, we really gotta talk. Billy, we really need to talk. Like, that makes me really just like, wow, okay, yeah, I need a debrief. I need a debrief. What the fuck? Why do you know about Lizzo? I thought it was bad enough. I had an ex yesterday making me listen to some Nicki Minaj shit, some song that was really catchy to her, and I'm listening to it like, motherfucker, this is just Super Freak by Rick James. This is Super Freak. You like this? Oh my God, no wonder this generation is ruined. Oh my goodness. But that's what it is. It just took me back and made me laugh like, holy shit. But the way he explained it was, yeah, he wanted them in the show, but he wanted them in the show in the same tradition as that they have had other celebrity cameos in the show. You don't know it's them. Like, you can point out the fact that Daniel Craig has been in the Star Wars movie. Mark Hamill has cameoed in Star Wars movies. But you never know it's them. You know why? Because they're in costume. Yes, they're there playing a role. Sometimes it might not even be listed. You got to get some of that behind the scenes information to know, yeah, that was Daniel Craig. Like, what? 007 was in Star Wars? Yes. That's how they do it. But at this moment, for these people, some goofy hand at the wheel decided to come along and say, nope, let's not make them up. Let's have them full face. Now, this gets back to my point about George Lucas cameoing in his own stuff. George never wants to be recognized. He doesn't like that. He don't like cameos like that. He'll put somebody in there in makeup, prosthetic as a new alien or some crap like that. But even himself, the creator of this stuff, putting himself into a scene, he is like off center and in costume. And see, briefly, it is never a full face. I need to have a bunch of dialogue to let you know that this is me, because it is a removal of you being in the story, because you're immediately pulled back into the real world. It's like, that's fucking Lizzo. What the hell is she doing in this shit? The hell am I watching now? And why is her acting so bad? You're totally removed from it. But I don't know. If Lizzo was up there and she was in makeup as a fucking Mon Calamari or something like that, you'll think nothing of it. You're like, damn, that squid can't act for shit. Anyway, moving on. And then you would read the credits and here was Lizzo. And you're like, really? That was Lizzo? Couldn't tell. Because they picked a squid or some shit like that, right? You wouldn't have cared. You probably would have still hated the episode for what it was, but still enjoyed Christopher Lloyd being in it. It's like, okay, you got a separatist. He was in his role, though. He wasn't playing Christopher Lloyd on Star Wars, excuse me. He was playing that security chief, who was a separatist, down with the Dooku. So that was a little bit interesting thing. And when I heard that, I knew I had to do a stream this morning and mention that, because I told y'all I was not going to believe that until I heard it from them. Was not to believe it. It was too much of a feminine touch on it. And like we say, you can't make this shit up. Truth is stranger than fiction. It was a feminine touch on it. And it did also did come from John and Dave to put those two people in the show. Two things can be true at the same time. And it kind of makes me laugh saying it, even though I'm like, God, what, dude? Why? Why the hell? Okay. It was your choice. But here's the thing I got to give John credit for. He didn't let that shit lie. He did come out and say Dave agreed on that. That was something. He didn't just let it sit in the background and fester. No, he came up. He standing up about it. Like, yeah, we thought it's not the way we wanted to do it. But yeah, we thought it was cool. What can I say to that? Okay? No. Okay. Yes, the way you wanted to do it probably would have worked. It would have worked a lot better for me. But, you know, that's not the way you got overruled on this one either. And the way you got overruled definitely was fucking up the show. But what is the stock and trade of KK getting involved in something that she's not directly working on? Oh, she's going to do some shit to fuck it up for you. Intentionally. So, what can you say? What can you say to that? It's just like, God damn. Look, I had a conversation, really interesting conversation last night, and one of the points I mentioned was that we all do fucked up shit. We all do. Nobody is perfect walking on this ball of dirt. Nobody. We all do fucked up shit. The difference is some of us do fucked up shit to learn, okay, that didn't work. Might have had a good idea, but the execution was fucked up. Maybe I don't do it that way next time. Maybe I've just learned how not to fuck it up in that way again. That's it. That's the learning process. Look, if you listen to this, you probably watch Star Wars just like I do. Have they been getting everything right? No. The fan base wouldn't be so pissed off if they was getting everything right. Hell, I remember a time that the Star Wars fans didn't think George Lucas was getting it right. Yeah, he made the shit. They're like, I don't know about them prequels. Nah, that was stupid. Mannequin Skywalker or whatever that was, Wyneken and all the shit they was talking about, Hayden Christensen and Anakin Skywalker. It is, dude, they was giving George shit about his baby. Like, you ain't raising that kid right, George. No. This is not what we remember, and this is not what I like. You're fucking it up. Look, Jar Jar still hangs around George's head. And it don't matter. He liked Jar Jar. And it don't matter. I'm indifferent to Jar Jar. I didn't give a shit. He seemed kind of silly. But I'm old enough to remember some Buster Keaton or Charlie Chaplin. And that's what I see his ass. That's just what I see Jar Jar as. He ain't taking nothing away from the story to me. Everybody else was like, oh my God, he needs to die. Why? It's just a character. He ain't even the main one. Jesus, relax. He's a supporting character. Let him support something. These big robots. Jesus. But people hated George for that and consider that a fuck up in Star Wars. That was made by George. So Star Wars doesn't get shit right sometimes. Recently, it seemed like goddamn all the time, or most of the time, especially if it's involving KK making the decisions on what she thinks Star Wars should be. Oh no, that is not right. But look, these are the two dudes I'm putting some trust in, right? I'm putting some trust in to guide this in the right way, and I've liked most of what they've done so far. I've came up with my own critiques. I had my own questions. I've had my own criticisms for John and Dave both, right? This is one that goes on John. Like, what the fuck, man? Really? Motherfuckers. Oh my God. Like, yeah, they should have been in makeup, John. But you got overruled on that one too. Okay. I can't completely blame it on you. It would have been better if they were in makeup and you didn't know precisely who they were. That would have been a little bit more fun. It would have been a nice Easter egg, right? And I still would have gave a fuck about Lizzo being in the shit. I still would have asked the same question. What the fuck is she doing here? But now that I think about it, if you made Lizzo that same kind of character that was in Jabba's palace, that was playing the damn accordion thing or little piano thing, whatever, that would have worked. She could have been playing a flute. She could have been the Sly Snoodle of this generation, playing some kind of fluted instrument. And then I would have appreciated that shit. It'd have been cool. Because while I don't appreciate Lizzo twerking and showing her ass everywhere, I do appreciate that she actually has a immutable skill. She knows how to play a fucking flute. She should be using that. I'll give her respect for that. She can't play an instrument without skin wrapped around it. Holy shit. I'm impressed. I'm not impressed with her twerking. But I am impressed that she can play the flute. Put that in there. That would have worked better for me. And that's just off the top of my head. Like, oh, that would have worked. Yeah. She could have been in there playing the instrument. Duchess, whoever the fuck, could have been out there. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I read the credits and it said, oh, that was Lizzo, I said, oh, that kind of makes sense. She can play the flute. What up, Ray? What up, Two Triv? So I had to share that with y'all. Look, I can appreciate John standing up and saying, yeah, I did it because that's man shit. To me, that's man shit. If you did it, you did it. What's somebody going to do about you? Tell you that they didn't like it? Okay, well, shit. I won't do that shit again. But at the same time, the reason why it was done this way, because this motherfucker decided not to put makeup on him like I wanted to. What up, Toya? Artisan MC. Yep, Artisan MC. Which, okay, I get it. I get it. But as you can see for this show, a lot of stuff was not executed the way that they wanted it to be that would have made the most sense for Star Wars. They got overridden and rewritten the whole series long with stuff that only served to fuck up the show. That only served to fuck up the show. And had the fan base scratching their head like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea. What is going on here? Now you know why. I said Wednesday is my favorite day of the week, and this is the cherry on top. Oh, I'm the cherry on top of your Sunday. Give me visions. Yeah, I like hump days. I like hump days. And that's why, in my mind, this is new book day. It's still new book day. I'm a fucking comic book head, and how about now, brown cow? It's always right here. Give me a one if you can hear me. Holla if you can hear me. Yo. Back? Okay, yeah, I'm about to run through these two dead spots, so I should probably end it now. But that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Don't need to belabor the point. Um, I do need to get in here and get my coffee on because we got CEOs and shit in the building today. So gotta be perky. Gotta be happy and perky today. Not that I'm miserable, I'm just saying. Gotta turn up today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a good day. Some of you it's already started, and for some of you, if you in in the UK, it's probably almost over. So enjoy your evening, enjoy your day, and I will see you guys. Excuse me, later. Why would I fucking burp at that moment just to be fucking embarrassing? Jesus, Jimmy Cricket. So appreciate you guys coming through, and I will see you next time. Peace.